Okay, I'm now going to ask David Scott, who is the Vice Chairman of the Council and actually our immediate past Chairman, to take the stage, and he's going to close the symposium and say a few words about some of the things that are coming up next for the Council. Can you please welcome David Scott to the stage, please?
Thanks, Anthony. Wow, it's bright up here. You can't see a thing. And I suppose that you haven't all left, but you will be shortly, so please hang on a minute and listen to some closing remarks. Anthony and Professor Kim have asked me to just wrap up today's session, and I'm very pleased to do that. And the first thing I'd like to do is congratulate the awards jury, led by Chairman Gordon Gill, for selecting 4 wonderful projects out of the many, many submissions that we got. And I think that from a council perspective, we certainly want to repeat this exercise. It is seeing some of the best work that's going on around the world and getting some details about the challenges and the way that the design teams have overcome them. And I congratulate all the presenters on the presentations. I'm also really pleased with the Council's selection of Bill Pedersen and Israel Sihanouk for the 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards. 50 years and 30 minutes, Bill. That's really quite amazing. And what is equally impressive is that you're also celebrating 50 years of marriage, and your wife, I know, is with you, and I'd like you all to put a round of applause for Bill and it's truly a humbling experience to see such a range of work. And I'm, particularly interested in your conversation, which came through in all the presentations today, about connecting buildings to people and connecting buildings to place. It's a remarkable amount of work. We're very sorry, of course, that Israel cannot be with us this evening, and I think it's been really interesting to see his life's work as well, and maybe that's 60 years of engineering and doing some wonderful engineering projects. And I'd thank very much his daughter and wife for coming here and sharing this work with us, and I'd like you also to put your hands together to thank that and to celebrate Israel. I've got a couple of comments in all the presentations, I'm afraid. Rick Cook and Lisa are talking about rethinking the sustainable skyscraper. That's some really great work there, and I'm really interested and pleased with the commitment that the Bank of America have made to actually publicize all the performance data about their building. And I look forward to seeing that, as does the whole of the industry. And I would like you all to persuade your developers and partners to do exactly the same, because it's with that information that we can change the world. And I hope that Rick's building is even better than they've designed it. For me, probably one of the most sustainable projects was the Singapore HDB designed by Arc Studio. Lawrence and Bing Bing gave a fantastic presentation about a new model for high-rise cities, which I think creating parks in the sky is really what an opportunity they've had, and what a great amount they made of it. A really impressive project. Broadcasting House, I loved it. It's a gem of a building. Things have absolutely changed a lot from when I was a student in Leeds. We didn't have buildings like that. We didn't stay in apartments like that at all. So I see that the whole community is changing, and having lived there, I could see very clearly how the building is shaped from the Cow in the Calf rock that is up in Ilkley Moor, where I happened to meet my wife. And so it is great to see it being honoured this evening. And finally, Burj Khalifa. I can't say enough about what a change that Burj Khalifa has made to the tall building industry. And we've moved for about 100 years on this incremental competition of increasing the building height little by little. And then the Burj came along and took one great step and increased it by 60%. And I think it's changed the aspirations of architects and engineers to be able to do things that are different and to use the analysis and design techniques that we've developed over the years and have confidence that they will give us good outcomes. And I'm really impressed by that building, which has in fact changed the way we think around the world, not just in the building industry. So congratulations to all of you there. A little bit about the council. Professor Kim has done a fantastic job since taking over as chairman. The council is growing, particularly in Southeast Asia, and he's got a very vibrant organization going in Korea itself, the Korean Council on Tall Buildings, and that is further being developed into China, into Thailand, and around Southeast Asia. It's where some of our biggest sort of contributors are coming from that are supporting the council. It's where a lot of research is coming from, and it's where most of the tall buildings in the world are being built at the moment. So I'm very pleased to see the council grow. Even in this year of recession, we've managed to increase our size by 10%, and for the last 53 months, we have added new contributing members every month for the last over 4.5 years. And you'll all know that because you'll all read the newsletter and look at the website on a regular basis. Our next conference is in Seoul in October 2011. And we are looking for people who want to talk about tall buildings, any aspects of them. Please contact us. It will be a full international conference chaired by Professor Kim. And having been to a local conference there quite recently, I can say there is a lot of really interesting design and research work going on in Korea, in that part of the world. And I'm sure by that time we will have more formal agreements with our colleagues in China and other parts of Southeast Asia. So please join us 10th to 12th of October in the COEX Convention Center, and it's Whitehall. So that's the end. Thank you very much. Thank you all the organizers and the speakers. I think you've got 10 minutes before the bars open. Is that right, Anthony? 10 minutes, so you don't need to rush over there. Well, 5. And if you go out the front door and follow the crowd, they're all going to Crown Hall for the drinks and the party. I hope we've managed to find some cancellations for the people who have traveled overseas. And I look forward to seeing you all in Korea in next October. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for a final round of applause for the award winners.